أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق وعز المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى جميع أنبياء الله والمرسلين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. My dear brothers and sisters, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهل هارون أخي أشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد كما تحب ربي وترضى. My dear brothers and sisters, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Al-Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam narrated this hadith, this talk. He said, كان فيما وعظ لقمان ابنه. Luqman, the wise man, advised his son. What did he say to him? O son, my son, اجعل في أيامك ولياليك وساعاتك نصيبا لك في طلب العلم. Make a portion of your time and your days and your hours, make a portion of this time in seeking knowledge, in educating yourself. That is the advice of Luqman to his son. So take some time out of your days, some time out of your nights, sometimes out of your hours, significant share for you to educate yourself and to seek knowledge. Because if you don't do so, as the time progresses and as the individual grows old, he will feel that he has wasted something extremely valuable, and then he will feel the regret for wasting it. Al-Imam Ali alayhi salam, relatively speaking, divided the time into three portions. Al-Imam Ali divided the time into three portions. للمؤمن ثلاث ساعات. For the believer, he has 3 hours. Yani his time should be divided into 3 portions, 3 hours. Not literally 60 minutes. No, 3 hours means the day that you have, or the day 24 hours that you have. ساعة يناجي بها ربه or ربه. 1 hour, يعني 1/3 portion of your time is to be with Allah. Yunaji. What's al-munajat? Al-munajat means when you sit privately and you're having a private discussion with someone. In Arabic you say, this person naja fulan, yani he sat with him and he was whispering in his ears and he was talking to him privately and he was talking to him not so loud that everybody hears him. That's called al-munajat, when people privately sit together in order to discuss something private. So Imam Ali alayhi salam said that the human should organize and divide his times into 3 hours. 1 is to do the munajat with Allah, is to sit privately with your Lord. وَسَاعَةً يُحَاسِبُ نَفْسَهُ. And another portion of this time is to sit and observe what you have done, observe your work, observe your deed. And we spoke about it 3 nights ago, and we said it is part of the process that's called observation and accountability. Al-muraqabah wal-muhasabah. Sa'a yuhasibu biha nafsah. So Imam Ali alayhi salam said, a portion of his time where he would sit with Allah, talk to Allah, do al-munajat in the form of ad-du'a, and in the form of submission, and in the form of surrender, and in the form of sincere calling and sincere prayer. And what's so wonderful about Allah, you didn't need to go anywhere. You don't need to travel that long distances. You don't need to file an application. You don't need to call and wait online. You don't need to take an appointment. And if there are other people ahead of you, you don't need to stand in line. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made himself available to you, Almighty Allah. What are us in comparison to Allah? Nothing. We are non-existence. Al-Adam al-Mahab. Absolute non-existence. And Allah brought us to this existence and He gave us the opportunity to get close to us. So can we speak to Him privately, openly, inwardly, loudly, softly, secretly. That's Allah. Doesn't need us. Allah is independent. Allah al-Ghani al-Hamid. And yet He gave us the permission to do what we call al-Munajat for Him, to speak to Him, to pray for Him, to plead our cases with Him, without any bad connection, without any waiting period, without any testing, without any difficulties, without any crossings of mountains and hills and traveling and, buying tickets. All with Allah, all what you need, you sit, you focus, with a word of sincerity you say, Ya Allah, and the doors are open. And it doesn't matter. يا من ينادى من كل فج بأصوات مختلفة بأصوات شتى ولغات مختلفة. Oh Ya Allah, you are the one that you've been called from all over places in different parts of the world, in the same time, with different tongues, with different languages. And nothing will interrupt His attention. To Allah, millions of people can pray for Him in the same time, asking for million different needs in the same fraction of time, and not a single need will interrupt the need of the other. And Allah will not say, oh, I am busy. Allah will not say to you, I cannot speak to you right now because I am on the phone with somebody. Or He will not say to you, I have an appointment with somebody important, wait. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is closer to our vein than ourselves. Anytime, whatever you want to say, all what Allah wants you to say is, say, Ya Allah, sincerely, and the doors are open. And then you speak, and He will hear you. And He will facilitate angels to fulfill your needs. Allah gave us the permission to make dua for Him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us to make a dua for Him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in so many ayat in our Quran, He did ask us and gave us the command about a dua. The third of the hour, ساعة يخلي بين نفسه ولذتها فيما يحل ويجمع. And another hour is for your own needs, to satisfy your own living needs, and to also satisfy the permissive entertainment ways that our soul and our mind and our body needs, in order to help us achieve success and prosperity in the first 2 hours that Imam Ali alayhi salam spoke about. للمؤمن 3 ساعات. For the believer there are 3 hours. فساعة يناجي فيها ربه. 1 hour for Allah. وساعة يرم معاشه. And another hour is to seek building a good way of sustenance and rizq. You work, you take care of your livelihood, and you spend some time improving your livelihood and seeking the help of Allah in doing so. And Allah wants you to seek livelihood. And Allah wants you to work. And Allah wants you to produce, because He does not like the individual who is lazy, to the point where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him all this ability and he is not using it. وَسَاعَ يُخْلِي بَيْنَ نَفْسَهُ وَبَيْنَ لِذَّتِهَا فِي مَا يَحِلُّ وَيَشْمَعُ. And another hour is to seek the pleasure in the halal way, to spend it with your friends, to spend it with your wife, to spend it with your kids, to seek the pleasure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it permissible for you. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. In that sense, we need to take care of our own opportunities and our own times. And this is the prime time to take care of this opportunity in the month of Ramadan al-Mubarak. We only have a little bit over 15 days left. So half a month of Ramadan passed. And it's time that we take advantage of what's left. And it's time to ask Allah to give us the motivation and the inspiration to spend it with Him. And there are certain functions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in this month that He will exponentially expedite the good deeds and write it for us if you do it. One of them is Salatul Layl. Other one is reading Al-Quran. Third one is giving charitable contribution, as-sadaqat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will multiply it exponentially. That's the best investment that you could do and the best investment that you could make with Allah. You build a good relationship with Allah this month and ask Allah to keep this relationship prosperous after the month of Ramadan. Because the month of Ramadan is not just like any other month. For this reason, we have to take advantage. We have to take advantage of this month, and we have to take advantage of the opportunities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us. And let me remind you of what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa said. هو شهر دعيتم فيه إلى ضيافة الله. It's a month where you've been asked to be a guest. You are the guest of Allah in this month. وَجُعِلْتُمْ فِيهِ مِنْ أَهْلِ كَرَامَةِ اللَّهِ. And you are invited to be among the special guests where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a noble position in this month. Your dua shall be answered. Your prayer shall be accepted. Your reward shall be multiplied. أَنْفَاسُكُمْ فِيهِ تَسْبِيحٌ. The breathing process is an act of glorifying Allah in this month. وَنَوْمُكُمْ فِيهِ عِبَادَةٌ. You sleep because you are tired, you need to rest, because you are fasting. That act by itself a form of worship. وَعَمَلَكُمْ فِيهِ مَقْبُولٌ. And your deeds and what you do shall be accepted, guaranteed, based on the intention towards Allah. وَدُعَاؤُكُمْ فِيهِ مُسْتَجَابٌ. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. And your dua shall be answered. And it is important, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad, that you pay attention to your kins and to your relatives and to your parents and to your brothers and to your sisters and to your friends. And then let your tongue speak for the sake of Allah. And let your body parts work for the sake of Allah. And let your legs take the distance and make the trip for the sake of Allah. In so many avenues, you could walk to improve the life of someone. You could walk towards improving the condition of someone. You could walk towards resolving a dispute among someone. All of these avenues in Shahr Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it open and workable, inshaAllah. وَدُعَاءُكُمْ فِيهِ مُسْتَجَابٌ. And Amir al-Mu'mineen said, remember, the best act of worship in this month is to refrain from committing any sinful act. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. We'll see you tonight inshallah with the lecture at 7:20 and then later at 9:20 with dua al-iftitah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.